Well, Luke, that must feel more like 2 points dropped as opposed to 1 point gained.
Yeah, definitely 2 points dropped. 88th minute, you're 1-0 up. I wouldn't even say we was managing the game. I felt at no stage did we look comfortable, especially in the second half. I thought the first 10-15 minutes they had a right go. I said to them, no disrespect, you don't go 1-0 down against Salford, 1-0 down against Dover and win the games both 2-1 without having a bit about you. And they're young, they've got not a lot of experience, but they have no fear whatsoever when it comes to playing football matches. The manner in which we concede the goal is probably my biggest frustration. I look at my back three alone have probably played 900 games between them, and the manner in which they don't allow themselves to be organised on a restart in the 88th minute is my biggest frustration.
You mentioned those 10-15 minutes after the start of the second half. Once we'd sort of weathered that, you'd hope that we'd push on, and we looked like we might score again though.
Yeah, we created a few chances. I thought Shabu was fantastic tonight. Josh Amira was fantastic. The introduction of Sorba when he got down the outside of Williamson. Yeah, we did. We created a couple of fists across the face of the goal. Josh Amira, I felt, nestled in the back of the net with his left foot, but unfortunately he didn't. And that's, I think, the detail in terms of the National League. If you don't put them to the sword when you're having your moments, you're always liable to concede. And especially against Gateshead, you look at last year, we've had a couple of run-ins with them with regards to being 2-0 up and drawing 3-0, being 1-0 up and losing 2-1. So you wouldn't say they're the masters, but they're very good at coming back from the goal deficit. So frustrating. I felt we managed the first half superbly, limited them to a lot of half chances. Probably the first minute was their main one where Ellery's pulled off a save, but other than that I can't really imagine them causing as many problems. What was we again, 15, 16 corners again? Yeah, other than the Dave Stevens set piece from a free kick, we don't really look like we're going to hurt an opposition, and then, like I said, we go and concede from a corner in the 88th minute, so bitterly disappointed.
In fact, the goal was from a set piece. It's something we can work on in training though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got to take responsibility as an individual for that, I've got to be honest. You're assigned a job, so when given a job, do your job. I might as well talk to a brick wall when it comes to stuff like that, because my frustration is there was a 10 standing inside the 6-yard box, unopposed, no man round him, and we've got a player that hasn't got a man just watching the ball go in and heads it square into the top corner. So yeah, you want to eradicate Saturday really, the 3-0 result at Wrexham. You go and get a 1-0 win against Gateshead tonight, you get another clean sheet, you say 3 clean sheets in 4. Yeah, bad day at the office at Wrexham. You can park Wrexham, but the fact that to concede the manner in which we did again, the goals on Saturday was horrendous, and tonight was just equally as horrendous. So for me, it just fuels the fire. So my frustration is we need to be better. We have to start organising, demanding from each other better. We've got a young goalkeeper in Ellery, Balcom, that has to take responsibility of organising his 18-yard box. And I said to it, people go in to do jobs, they need to be told. So lessons learned. It's just frustrating that we've gone and dropped 2 points this evening. To go and get 7 from your first 4 would have been a lot better than 5. So look, we go again on Saturday. We've got a big day on Thursday and Friday in prep for Leyton Orient, and hopefully we go and get maximum points come Saturday.
Just going back to that forward line, they did have crap chances, they did create chances. Is it just a little bit more experience from the two of them? Because they are quite young, aren't they? No,
listen, I think they've done brilliant. I think the performance from tonight to Saturday, there was improvements, and they grabbed the bag of balls yesterday and worked finishing prior to training. So there's a camaraderie between the pair. You see in their link play there's still little chinks that they need to improve on, but that's their second 90 minutes together. So I can imagine they're going to hit it off in 3-4 games time, and I'm excited with the pair. I've got to be honest, they worked ever so hard, they put a shift in, and they were tireless in terms of their work ethic. And for me, yeah, I think just one needs to come off their bum or off their face, because once you get one as a striker, you feel a little bit more confident that you can go and get a second and third.
The lads will all be very up for coming back in on Thursday though and putting things right ahead of Saturday, won't they?
No, they're a group that wants to demand, I have to say that. They, yeah, look, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's just frustrating that you go 1-0 up and you think the stats at this level, whoever takes the lead, fundamentally are a team that go on and win the game. So frustration that we didn't manage it as well as I wanted to. God, I'd rather Ollie, the 8, come in on his right foot, wrap it in the top corner and everyone applaud it, because you can't do nothing about it. I'd rather the ref give a penalty and and you say, oh, it's a referee decision, as opposed to a ball in the box from a corner. It's so frustrating, so frustrating. So, yeah, we need to work on that. We need to hone in on what we're doing in terms of organising ourselves inside the 18-yard box. I'm looking forward to coming in Thursday, see what Leighton Orient have to offer in terms of their games tonight and the weekend. So, look, there's no downbeat attitude on my part. We're ready to go to work on Thursday and hopefully go and replicate in spells what we did this evening, but eradicate what we did as well in the last 2 minutes.